Welcome back to Biz Today. August is Women's Month, so we're using this month to commemorate all successful female founders, and we're getting into studio only the best. We've also got female experts who'll be taking you through some of the latest initiatives that they're bringing to the fore in order to get women businesses to the front and also to inspire other female-owned businesses. So in studio today, we've got the Professional Businesswomen of South Africa, PBWSA. We launched on the 15th of August at the Pavilion Hotel, but we'll hear a bit more about that. In celebration of Women's Day, PBWSA seeks to honor the incredible women of the country that the country has to offer. This collaborative platform is dedicated to recognizing women by identifying women-owned businesses across various economic sectors. This will be achieved by creating an online digital directory listing women of excellence and their businesses. The directory will be a valuable resource providing information such as the profiles of women-owned organizations, details about successful businesses, and biographies of the leading women that contribute to the development of the next generation of female business leaders. And I think we can't ask for better than that. So in studio today, I'm very pleased to tell us even more about the organization. We have Varsha Reddy, Managing Director of Access Advertising. Welcome to Biz Today, Varsha.
Pleasure being here this afternoon.
It's wonderful to have you in studio, and I know we're going to talk a lot about the Professional Businesswomen's Association of South Africa. Mm-hmm. It's something that's new on the map. As I was saying to the listeners, it's going to be launched on the 15th of August. So you're playing a very key role in the launch of that organization. But before we talk about that, tell us a little bit about your journey as a businesswoman.
Okay, I've been in business for 13 years now. Mm-hmm. I'm very passionate about it. I say let passion drive your profession. Yeah. And I'm a very social person as well. So I like working with the media, with my clients. And it's just been a road where I've just been growing and growing, and my exposure out there has been fantastic. I have a huge client base, and I'm actually doing a very good job with them. And I had the opportunity of taking the player part for South Africa this year at the SA Premier Awards. I'm very honored, and I think through hard work and teamwork, I actually achieved that, and it's just getting better from here. 13
years. I mean, you've probably built up quite a company along with many good staff complement. Absolutely. And a very large client network. So that must have taken quite a lot of effort and energy. Did you feel as a female business leader that the challenges were even more than you expected them initially?
Yes, the challenges. Every day we are fighting wars as females. It's difficult out there. We're living in tough economic times. Mm-hmm. But apart from that, we keep the momentum going by actually educating, empowering the people that actually work with us. And I think through teamwork and dedication, I definitely got where I wanted to. And that was my goal long term. But I'm still getting there. I always salute South Africa and the country that we live in. And I believe that we're living in a fantastic country. That's right. And through the support of the people and the network that we work with, I think that it's getting me where I need to be. Mm. And like I said, every day is a learning day as well. And I'm just hoping that the launch of the Professional Businesswoman will embrace women of South Africa and give them recognition. And from there we can actually build our clientele on that website, which is a platform that's dedicated purely to women. And from there we want to see how we can give them recognition on this website and show the people of South Africa who they are.
So this is wonderful. I mean, I picked up a few things from what you were explaining now, and one of them is empowering and teaching other people and inspiring them. And of course, this is obviously one of the key beliefs within yourself that you said, I'm going to launch an organization of this nature, PBWSA. So what sparked that for you initially? How did you come about with the idea?
Okay, I said with Access Advertising, because my social responsibilities was a lot with the communities, was empowering girls and mentoring girls. I think one day when I actually stepped into a children's home, I was very emotional when I actually got to see lots of young girls being like neglected and abused, and I thought this could be an idea to uplift them and start off something for women and mentor girl child into this whole process. Yeah. So what I was thinking is that it gave me a quick thinking out of the box idea that I should actually now focus on something especially for women, because I've been in business for 13 years and I've done it by myself, being the only managing director of the company. And what I wanted to do is focus purely now on women, so that is why I created this website. So what I'm saying is that with the social responsibilities, I got the opportunity to work with lots of beneficiaries that Access Advertising has contributed to. So from there, we want to take it one step ahead, where the profits from professional businesswomen, portion of it will be given to our nominated beneficiaries, which is actually listed on the website. And what we want to do is try and convince companies or corporates out there, for example, if they want to celebrate a birthday, why not celebrate a birthday and nominate it to a beneficiary?
Sure.
So our social responsibility is big on that. And I thought through mentoring young girls and making them into successful women, we would eventually get to that.
So the Professional Businesswomen of South Africa, the organization, will be launched on the 15th of August.
That's right.
You've already set up the website and I've had a look at it. It looks quite extensive, like it's been living for quite a few months, and it's very, I would say there's a lot of information on the website. So it seems like you've put a lot of effort into this already and built an online presence, which is now you're taking offline to be able to tell women, hey, you actually have a new space to go to in the city of Durban. Is this now just I would say restricted to the Durban area, or do you have hopes?
No, it's Professional Businesswomen of South Africa. So I want to work with with the 9 provinces. And just say, for example, we're in KZN, but we also want to see the women in Limpopo, what they are capable of and how they are recognized and what difference they make to the community and who they are in the workplace. So that is why I focused it on South Africa. And why I use the word professional, because for me, I feel that every woman should actually think that they are professional in no matter what field they are. So I thought of the name, and yes, there was a lot of thinking going on. But I like the idea of it because I wanted women to feel that they are professional no matter where they go and who they are, no matter what age. So I'm not going to define between the age gap and even if you're a beauty therapist or if you're a doctor, it doesn't really matter. But I want to think that every woman should feel that they are professional.
What's some of the criteria for women to join the organization? I mean, of course, we'll learn more when we attend the launch, but right as of now, they can go onto the website and register a profile.
Absolutely. There is, on the website, it gives you a whole introduction about the company. And it's not restricted to any specific person. As long as you're a female and you feel that you've got something that would actually show you what talent they are and what they're capable of, they can actually list their details on the website. And along with that, they can attach their photograph, which is up to them if they would want to do it. And they can put down their knowledge, their skills, their tertiary education, any achievements, and which sector they are, and depends which environment they're actually contributing to.
Is there any membership fee that's associated with registering on the website at the moment?
For the launch, and because we're launching it in August, I've given complimentary listings for the entire year. So if you want to come on board, you can actually submit on the website, which is free till December.
So it's free until December. That's it. So that would be for the next 4 or 5 months, I would say.
And then, of course, with that, the whole idea, it is a profitable business. So in time to come, we want to get advertisers to advertise on the website, and thereafter, the women can actually have their listings placed for an annual period of 12 months, giving them exposure and giving them recognition and embracing them, of course.
Varsha, is the PBWSA now also looking at collaborating with other women-owned organizations or women-focused organizations in the Durban area or in South Africa? Because I think that kind of networking is also vital.
Yes, it's very, very important. So the whole focus in South Africa, there's like lots of women and lots of successful women out there. So it's really going to be open to all women that are actually starting off from college, just finishing matric and going into their tertiary education and then going into their career. So from there, we're actually giving the opportunity for women all over South Africa to have their listing on this website.
Do you think that women in South Africa and female-owned businesses have enough support structures in order to be able to, number one, start up a business, but also be able to have someone to walk with them while they're running that business in the initial stages of the first 3 to 5 years, because that's the most difficult period. You're also uncertain about whether your concept's going to work or not. You're facing challenges of access to funding, and also sometimes, I would say, acceptance within your own network of colleagues or peers. Do you find that?
It is difficult at the moment. I mean, to just get people to support you in the beginning is really difficult, especially when you're starting off a new concept. So I'm saying now, what we are actually looking for is the support from women, but it's also not very easy. So we have to do a lot of hard work, that is what got me where I am today. So it's like sitting from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock and having few hours of sleep. But what I'm saying with the support, I think it's all just through network, and the people that we communicate with actually gets us the support. But in terms of family support, yeah, of course we can rely on them. In terms of funding, it's a big battle, but we eventually get where we want to. And like I said, with our tough economic times now, there is a bit of struggle, but we have to try every day. And I believe by just trying, we actually can accomplish our goals in the end.
What are some of the initiatives that the organization wants to address, or rather put forward for women in the coming months? I mean, you're going to launch on the 15th of August. So do you have any particular initiatives coming up where women can gather, maybe in monthly networking breakfasts or anything of that sort, that women are able to gather around?
Okay, we actually intend to have a quarterly event, but we're not necessarily focusing on any particular forum or association, because we're not an association and forum.
Right.
So we're not actually going to focus where we want to have every month. For now, we don't want to focus on where we going to think that we want to have something every month. So for now, we have to take it one step at a time. Like I said, it's only getting launched in August. We don't know what's the feedback and what's the response. But I guess as it gets bigger, I'm sure there is big plans out there.
Of course.
And my long-term goal is to open up a school where I can empower young children and mentor them into young teenagers, and thereafter, give them an education from there. So I want to teach them on beauty, on health and hygiene, and that is what I'm actually want to work towards, is to build a school where I can actually bring these girls in at least on the weekend and give them at least 4 hours of mentoring, where I can actually show them how women can become successful from a young age. We don't want them to come in the early 20s and then decide how to actually be out there. And I want them to become streetwise, become independent, and make it out there. Don't be reliant on somebody else, because as an individual, a lot of them could have a lot of potential, and sometimes the potential is hidden, and because young girls are not really brave. So by having something where I could address them and how to empower them and make them streetwise and give them like a type of boost that will inspire them and keep them happy, I'm sure they will get where they want to.
That's an interesting vision that you have, and also a very inspiring one, because in our country, and I was reading a very scary stat recently about the number of young girls who miss school every month because of their monthlies. They don't have access to sanitary towels or whatever it is. And it's just things like that, the very basic of being a human being, basic human necessities, sometimes kill a burning fire spirit that particularly girls in our economy have, or could drive the economy with.
Lots of them stop them from actually going to school because of the menstrual period. But what we're actually focusing on as well, with the nominated beneficiaries that we have, we like big on terms of actually giving back, but it all depends on what we also receive. So we just had our Mandela blanket drive on the 18th of July. And with some of the ticket sales, we got our profits from there, and the ticket sales are going to our nominated beneficiaries. And some of them are young girls from the Durban Children's Home and the Beacon Ridge Primary. We contribute towards the soup kitchen. So it's everything that a little girl will want. We also have traveled abroad as well, and I also maintain a program in Bangalore with a hostel of 200 girls. So during the course of the year, I collect hair grips, socks, bracelets and earrings, and I continue, if I can make it to go annually, I actually take it and I will, celebrate with them as well.
Do you think that the PBWSA is going to be allowed almost an extension into these programs that you are running, so that professional women who want to explore the corporate social responsibility sides of their business are able to tap into that? So the organization is going to give you a platform to be able to explore that.
Absolutely. I think with the advertisers coming on board and the women that are going to be listed on the website, the profits from there will actually sustain the children that actually needs the support from us. So sometimes I know as females we also want to dress up and look good and drive nice cars. So sometimes, like with the money that we have, sometimes we really don't know what to do with it. So I would want every woman to actually take a portion of it and at least help our younger girls and the less advantaged girls to actually get to the places that we haven't, been and stuff.
Varsha, what can viewers who are attending or people attending the launch of the organization expect on the night of the launch?
Okay. It's shine bright like a diamond. So it's going to be a bling night.
I want very blingy night, I imagine.
I want all the women to come very, very blinged up and stress-free, and they must just come and let their hair down and relax for the evening, because it's going to be a really fantastic evening.
And where is this taking place again?
It's taking place at the Pavilion Hotel in Durban on the 15th of August. And we have a program director in place, but I'm not going to say too much, because on that evening we can be a little surprised as well. Of course. But on that night there, we've got we want to actually do some photography of the women and give them some a relaxed evening.
It sounds like you want to make women feel incredibly
comfortable.
Special, especially that it's going to be Women's Month, so you're almost you're celebrating every female.
I want to spoil them on that evening.
Of course.
Because sometimes we're also restricted to our partners and children, so that is why I only limit it to women.
Fantastic. So I'm sure the women watching right now are going to be very keen to attend that event.
Yeah, I'm sure it is actually going to be quite exciting. I'm hoping for it to be very successful, and then thereafter we can also plan other events that will actually benefit women as well.
Varsha, where do you see the organization in a year from now? What do you hope that it will achieve for women in the country?
I envision to try and get as much women listed on the website, and then I can't give you stats on how many women are in South Africa that are employed and who has a profession. But my long-term vision, what I envision in a year's time, is that I would want to try and get as much women listed on the website, so I know who they are and what they actually, what they can offer us as well.
Sounds amazing. So I think it will be a great platform for women to register their businesses, create more of a presence, and obviously you cannot build your digital presence enough. So I think that's going to be a great value add for women.
Yes, most definitely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us on Biz Today to talk about the Professional Businesswomen of South Africa organization that's going to be launched on the 15th of August. I just wish you all of the very best. It's not an easy task to be able to launch an organization, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
It's been a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, lots of thinking, brainstorming. Yeah, but I'm getting there.
Great. We'll see you on the 15th of August then. That was Varsha Reddy, Managing Director of Access Advertising, talking to us about the launch of a new women's business organization. I know Varsha says it's not an association, but I would say it's a group of women who are going to come together to make sure that we're supporting each other in our endeavors. It's called the PBWSA. Go to pbwsa.co.za for more information and to register your business. Let's get your business diary going. So the Business Entrepreneurship and Franchise Expo, owned and managed by Tebe Reed Exhibitions, takes place from the 10th to the 13th of September 2015 at the Ticket Pro Dome in Johannesburg. Together with their partner and Platinum sponsor, the ESCOM Foundation, the expo will include opportunities for big business to network with potential partners and discover high-level business and franchise opportunities, seek advice and explore business-to-business support services, or rather to encourage business growth in that way, and young aspiring entrepreneurs to learn, network, and enter business competitions. So for more information on the Business Entrepreneurship and Franchise Expo, you can email info@befe.co.za or visit www.befe.co.za. So I hope you got that. You can email info@befe.co.za for more information on that one. I think the ticket prices there are like 40 Rand each. So it's a pretty good initiative to be going to, and it's rather affordable. Now we've got MMA Smarties Forum brought to you by Unilever. It's part of the Lurie's Creative Weekend that's happening in Durban. This happens on the 13th of August. Visit eventbrite.com to see if there are still tickets available. This is a free event. There's Wi-Fi, food, and a hell of a lot of networking happening, so you want to be sure to get there. Then we've got the launch of the Professional Businesswomen of South Africa organization on August 15. If you are in Durban, please email info@pbwsa.co.za. You know, we just had Varsha Reddy in studio talking about the launch, so please get there. It's another great platform for women to interact with one another and also talk about the challenges that they face. So I hope I see you there. And then lastly, we've got visit realsuccess.net. Now this is an incredibly interesting one for me because I signed up to their website. I get their email newsletters daily. It's also known as entrepreneur.co.za. Sign up for their daily webinar. The webinar is a pretty great place. I call a webinar a university of the mind. It's a great way for you to be able to increase your knowledge and also to listen to people in the comfort of your own homes who are experts at what they do. So I know Carl Bates, who's a leading personal and business development expert, is going to be on an upcoming webinar. They have these daily. There's no excuse for you not to be learning and teaching yourself all the time. So please go to realsuccess.net and sign up. And that's all we have time for in this edition. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up next week, we still commemorate another successful woman entrepreneur. You know, August is a month of women, and this is what we're celebrating on Biz Today. Until next time, goodbye.